Hey, crypto community! Welcome to another video where we're going to talk about something that could change everything. How the ISO 20022 standard is opening the doors for blockchain-based payments. Simply put, for the first time, banking systems around the world are beginning to speak the same language, and that's a big deal. The FedWire system in the US has already begun its transition to ISO 20022, marking a crucial step toward enabling faster, more efficient, and blockchain-compatible payments. So what does this mean for us? That it's going to be much easier to connect traditional systems with blockchain solutions. And here's where XRP comes in. One of the biggest bottlenecks to mass adoption is regulation. Europe has already moved ahead with MiCA, but the US is still in a gray zone, especially around stablecoins and central bank digital currencies known as CBDC. This uncertainty has slowed down some institutional involvement, but it's also an opportunity. Big players like Santander have said it clearly. Cash is in decline. While it won't disappear completely, its role will shrink dramatically by 2030. In that environment, assets like XRP, shine bright, are set to become central players in the global financial infrastructure. And if you've got value from this content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. XRP and other assets can continue building infrastructure and relationships before regulation is fully clear. And the timeline to 2030 aligns perfectly with this shift. It was designed for exactly this. Moving money quickly and cheaply between financial networks, the answer is pretty straightforward. Risk, compliance, and legacy systems. More and more companies are holding XRP on their balance sheets. That shows confidence in its future value and utility. And as always in these cycles, institutions move first, retail investors follow later. A silent but massive transformation in global payments. A global standard like ISO 20022 paving the way for interoperability. A company like Ripple working hand in hand with banks and regulators. A deflationary supply model that can drive prices up. A regulatory environment that's evolving fast. And large institutions accumulating XRP quietly. All of this together points to a future where XRP doesn't just survive. It leads. So if you're watching this, you're still early. Replacing old payment systems isn't something you do overnight. It's a huge process. But this cautious pace isn't bearish. Quite the opposite. It's a sign that change is happening seriously and responsibly. That's good news for long-term believers. And how XRP is strategically positioned to lead this financial revolution. If you're into long-term investing, cross-border payments, and especially if you believe in XRP's potential, this video is for you. Let's start with the basics. What is ISO 20022 and why should you care? This is a new international financial messaging standard. Now, if we're talking about integration, we can't overlook Ripple's key role in all of this. This isn't just another crypto startup. Ripple has worked with major banks like Santander and is part of the US Faster Payments Task Force. Can XRP really hit $1,000 by 2030? At first glance, it sounds crazy, but let's break it down. The key here isn't traditional market cap logic. It's all about supply and demand dynamics. Ripple has started implementing token burning mechanisms, reducing the circulating supply. As XRP becomes more scarce and institutional demand rises, the price can surge significantly without needing to artificially inflate the market cap. It is a deflationary model that makes real sense when we're talking about an asset with actual utility. That gives them legitimacy, institutional access, and something even more valuable, trust. From the financial system, all of this positions XRP as a serious candidate to become the standard for future global payments. But let's go further. That said, it's not all smooth sailing. Of course, one of the most asked questions is, if XRP is so good, why aren't banks already using it everywhere? Speaking of long-term believers, we have to talk about the quiet moves being made by big institutions. All of this fits into a much bigger trend that's already in motion. The move toward a cashless society. So, what do we have on the table? What do you think? Are we looking at the opportunity of the decade? Let me know in the comments. See you in the next video.